Oh, that's scary. Okay, I like that happened, but also that scared the shit out of me just now. My lights just turned on. I have like automatic little lights. They're bees. I should turn my music down. Let me turn the music down. And there. I have automatic lights. They're bees, and they just kind of like turn on automatically because I have them on like a timer. I didn't realize that it was that late, so that scared the shit out of me just now. I love that. I love being scared. I love being terrified in my own home. Where is my pin? There we go. Found it. That's my head for right now. How are you all? Hello. I am still very sick. I'm having weird hot flashes, so if you just hear me drinking something or eating something, it's either ice cream to cool me down or it is Theraflu, so I don't get like a sore throat, because if I get a sore throat, then I'm just gonna declare myself dead. Not even because corona, I hate getting a sore throat. That's the worst part of being any type of sick. It's a whole thing. Anyways, hi, welcome. Today I'm gonna be drawing, actually, because I actually need to draw. I just finished the video I have for tomorrow, but I didn't finish speed art for it. I haven't even started on it. I need to finish it today so I can at least have something there. And I'm trying out a new thumbnail thing, so I need to finish it. So the whole thing, I'm stressed out. I'm having a stroke. The whole thing. Ah. Okay, so give me a second. Hi, Yummy Guts. Hello, welcome. I haven't seen you in a while, actually. Hello, my wolf friend. How are you? Hello, pretty much hello, everybody. I'm having like a not a breakdown. I'm struggling right now. But hello, everybody. Bee Goblin. I always have a hard time saying your name. Always Harmonix. Harmon. I sound like I'm under the influence, but I promise I'm not. I'm fine. But hello, welcome everyone. Welcome people that never even see my live streams. Hi. Hello. Uh Also my day has been you know, thick. Lights are burning my eyes right now, but I'm gonna turn the screen on gray. Not turn the screen on gray, but put this down to like a dark gray for right now. I wish I could change the like theme of the actual program I'm using, but I can't. Whatever. Okay. The idea. Don't work yourself. I'm fine. No, I'm not. I keep telling everybody that I'm fine. I'm not fine. But I promise, if I genuinely was sick to where I couldn't move, I wouldn't care. Y'all would be the last thing on my mind. Not saying I don't like y'all. You just be the last thing on my mind, because I'd be like, I don't care. I wouldn't turn on my phone. I'd just be watching like a dog grooming. Don't ask why, but I'd be watching dog grooming videos and just sleep all day if it was that much of a problem. But I'm fine. I am functioning. That is the word I should be using. I am functioning. Okay. Let's talk about the first thing we're going to talk about while I look up my reference art. Now, the first thing we're going to talk about is the first thing on here, which is, that's how you say her name, Hopeless Lucille. Lucille? Lucifer? I'm going to call it Lucifer. Hopeless Lucifer. Alright. Now, if you don't know who this person is, I didn't know, and I can't tell you much information. Because I didn't look into it, because I'm just like annoyed and sick. So, but she, to state the obvious here, she's a YouTuber, and obviously she's in some form of drama. But I'm talking about her because, you know, and her drama is infinitely worse than anything I've been talking about lately. Well, no, the Kiwi situation, the pyro situation are equally as bad, but I think that's actually worse than hers. They're all the same. No, they're all about creeps. They're all the same. None of it's better, honestly. But if you guessed right, we're talking about a predator. I love predators. I love people who are creepy towards kids. I love that. And hers is just so bad. Now, I would show you the video that she had, but to honestly go through that, you'd have to genuinely go through it yourself and read all of that. I can't read that today. That will destroy my throat. I already know this. Even talking now is kind of a bad idea. But for me, because I was thinking about it. I'm like, the only way I could really truly have you understand my anger and frustration is me and you go together and read out all these DMs and read out how she is talking and like really watch the entire video and like listen to it all back. And I would love to do that with you guys. I might do it later, maybe tomorrow, maybe not tomorrow, but like on the weekend or something. But today I can't. But all you really need to know is she's a scumbag. She got into a I don't want to call it a relationship because that makes it seem valid in some way, shape, or form. It's not. She got into a I guess I'll go relationship, quote unquote, with a person on this platform called, I want to say Streamline Workshop is her name. I want to say that is her name. And they got into a relationship when she was 15 or 14, I believe. I think it was 15, but just in case, 15, 14. And this girl was like 20. How old was she? 22, 23? She was 20s. Like, she was old. She was above the age she should be talking to a 15-year-old. And even though, from what obviously, I'm not them, so I don't have all the information on their relationship. But from what it can seem, she was talking very inappropriately in a relationship-esque style with this 15-year-old. It seemed like they were low-key flirting. Like, it was just inappropriate and gross. And God, it's fucking weird, bruh. And I want to say that this was exposed and all, but low-key, she kind of made a whole video low-key admitting to it. Like, she didn't really deny anything, because like in 1 minute she like kind of denied it, but in the rest she's kind of low-key admitting to it. At one point she's just, how can I explain what I'm trying to say? At one point she goes to a place where I'm like, oh, you want us to do mental gymnastics just to be able to understand your points. Examples like, she's like, oh, well, I'm not necessarily a predator or a pedophile. I'm a one of those forms of pedophile, basically, a helophobe or whatever. Basically, I'm not attracted to people that are babies. I'm attracted to people that are like, what, 12 to 15 or this age to this. They're all underage, bitch. You're weird. Like you're still a predator. Like, you can call whatever you want, some subcategory of being a pedo, but like, you were attracted to someone who was underage, even when the age of consent, I believe, where she lives, and I might be wrong about this, so the age of consent at the time was 16, I believe. I want to say that's what it was, but I might be wrong about that. I'm sick, so my memory is fucking jacked. But even with that, you're still talking to someone that was underage, and and she even used the excuse of like, well, here's a term for people who are attracted to not young people, but kids that are attracted to adults. See, she's attracted to me, as if that was a point, as if like she said something there. Sorry if I don't see your comments. I'm looking up references right now, but like, I just don't understand how she said all this with her whole chest and was just like, yeah, this makes sense. The whole video, watching it and then watching Streamline Streamline Workshop. Did I say that's what it was? Fuck, I'll put her channel in the description if I remember. But like, yeah, I think it was Streamline Workshop. Even just watching her video on it, it was like, I'm sorry. Like, I felt so bad that she had to go through that. It just bothered me. Everything about that whole video bothered me. How lax she was about it. How she didn't even really care. How, I don't know. Like, it just made me mad. Well, that's my nephew, just as loud as he can be. I would get up and say something, but it's too late. Something about this whole thing is just, it's not bothering me, but it's almost like this is someone who actually has basically admitted to doing something that's inappropriate and highly illegal, and I feel like she's just kind of gonna get away with it. I feel like that's the kind of ish in the art commentary community, that we low-key just let this type of shit happen low-key. Like, I don't want to be like that, but like, I feel like nothing's gonna happen because of this. I mean, sure, she's gonna get backlash, but I think she's already figured that out and is just gonna blatantly ignore it. I feel like nothing's really gonna happen. On top of this, it's gonna be difficult in general to even get this off the ground. I feel like it's just gonna be like, people are gonna forget about this, and it's gonna be another, pretty much most situations that happen online like this, which is just gonna be like, okay, well, we did all we could. We talked about it, and Loki profited off of it, and we gave the victim, you know, a career, so that's something, I guess. Which I have a mixed feelings about. That's because I've been watching a lot of, obviously I've been covering a lot of pedo cases lately on my streams, and so I'm just kind of, that kind of stuff bothers the shit out of me, and it's for personal reasons, but I after a while, hearing about it and talking about it and reading up about it, after a while, it mentally drains me, and low-key, I don't like to use the word trigger, but that's the best word I can use to describe how I feel. It low-key triggers me, and so it's just like, when I see basically, again, what always happens, which is basically nothing happens, you know, for towards that person, or it's just like, they get shit on, and it's like, I mean, if you don't care, you had no more. I'm having a stroke. You don't have any remorse in the first place. I don't think this will actually even do anything for you. You know what I mean? Nothing will really happen because of this. You know, thankfully people are bringing it up, but it's like, you know, what will happen now? You still be able to live your life. It's not really nobody's fault, but it's just, the shit, again, irks the shit out of me, and it's just how I feel. But I feel bad for that girl, if nothing, because on top of, you know, that happened to her, which is terrible, this girl tried to deny it. She tried to, you know, do the most backflips mentally, trying to convince everybody that this was not a bad thing, and it just was, the whole situation just was irritating, and I would want to look into it a little bit more before I make a full-fledged like thing about it, but it's honestly hard to just look at, because it's just, it just hits you sometimes. Sometimes these things just hit me, and I don't know, it don't make me feel good. It just don't make me feel good. But, you know, yeah, that's, how you guys feel about it, I guess. I should read that. I'll put up my thing. Give me a second. Here, let me put up my, do that. Oh, I can't even see the thing anymore. Here, let me put it like that. There we go. And let me, give me a second, let me put up my references. I'm gonna draw her. I'm gonna draw the boy as well. There we go. Stepping on the beach, do do do. Step on the beach, do 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 do. Step on the beach, do do do. Where's my good old trusty pen? All right. Sorry about that. Let's see what else. Let's see what you guys are saying now. Now that I'm done doing that. My last day of school is tomorrow, so I'm so ready to sleep all day. Bruh, I get it. Listen, school has been the worst thing in my life, period. But I can see how, like, if you're still in school or even in college, it's fucking it's trash. Like, I can get your like exhaustion, and so I'm glad it's almost done, or at least until it comes back or whatever. Whatever happens for you. She now actually goes by he. I think new name is Max. Oh, is it? Oh, I didn't know that. Well, my bad. I keep saying she because it seemed like she very much identified as she, or he very much identified as she, and it was so. I did hear that he changed his gender very often. So like with the what's it called? What's that one girl? What's that one girl's name? The one, you know what I'm talking about, right? Like Lumi Starbun. So it's like, sorry if I accidentally confuse it because I've been using she this entire time. So it's like struggling. You know what I mean? But if that's who they go by now, that's well. I'm still gonna call them probably Hopeless Lucille, not because like of like a name, but just because that's their like screen name. So if you guys want to look them up, uh, you guys can. That's all. That will be like more the screen name type thing. If she doesn't want to, or if he doesn't want to go by that name like specifically, then that's fine. But like screen name wise, so you guys can look him up, I'm gonna be like Hopeless Lucille, or just Hopeless. Let's just go with Hopeless. And not even you guys see the title, you don't care. That's my thing. Of like that's why I just call. That's like why I call. I don't know Nani's real name, but even if I did, I call her Nani because that's her her name on YouTube. That's all it is. But you get what I'm saying. I just saw Nani's video on her. I did see that she made a video on her, and I assumed that her video was mad. Like I'm irritated by this whole thing, but also like because I have been watching her videos lately, and I watched her video on what's his name? That one guy, I forget, the one with the orange skin. I forget his name all the time, but I remember that one. She made a video on that one guy, and I'm like, God, he's still here. I thought he left. Like I thought he'd been left, but God, that's what's been like. That shit's been bothering me lately. Oh, all these predators are triggering me. Like no, but actually, these predators, it's getting to me. Like it's bringing back emotional memories I don't want to bring back, but it's fine, I guess. Excuse me. I almost burped. Yeah. Same situation. Yeah. Oh shit, what I missed. It is difficult to articulate the hopeless Lucille issue in 20 characters or less. No, I get what you're. Okay, never mind. Never mind me asking then. I get it. I kind of. What happened? Well, my nephew was banging on something. I was like, I thought somebody like fell or something. No, he's just banging on stuff. He's like one. It's what it is. But yeah, no, I get it. So I just meant like genuinely like, do you think like I? It's more or less if you don't agree with me, then tell me why type thing. It wasn't like a tell me your entire thoughts because I get it. I mean, you can DM me if you really feel that passionate about it. We can go back and forth. But like, I don't even know that much about the situation, so it's more of like a I don't know, some just everything about her irritates me. Oh, excuse me, everything about him irritates me. I'm gonna call them they. They is where we're gonna go with. But everything about them irritates me. Like irritates the hell out of me. Just the way they talk, how condescending they act, all of it just bothers the shit out of me. I want you to know that. Like it irritates me. Like just to my entire core. good therapy. Uh, the baby. Shut up. Leave my baby alone. I have a final due tonight, and I only have the outline done. Listen, I get what you're saying. I've had that happen before. I mean, luckily I'm better when it comes to like essays and stuff like that. But if it's like a whole PowerPoint presentation, good luck. I good luck. But I was good at essays and stuff, so I can get that shit done tonight. It's not hard. You know, as long as they need me to cite not cite but give references, like picture references and stuff, I can cite every source, is fine. Why are you always having a live stream when I'm having fun? I don't know, I'm sorry. I'm trying to do it more often so there's a bit more engagement, but it's hard. Live streaming is hard for some reason. I don't know why. I talk all the time, but I also feel like what I talk about it means nothing. Gender fluid. I don't know. Gender fluid. I don't know. I guess they might be. I don't know their life. I don't know who they are really until the situation. I had no idea who they were. I'd never heard of them in my life. But I don't think they had that many subs, I don't think, or at least I'm assuming. Wait, wait, she changed her gender again? Shaking my head, Louis Star 1 too. Lumi technically, well, in the sense of what we're talking about, Lumi was better, but also she did do a lot of other stuff that was like wild, wild. Cosmodor, yes, that's his name. That's the orange guy I was talking about. Cosmodor, yeah, I know that she did a video on Cosmodor, and again, all these damn grooming people in here, I don't like it. I want them out. We don't want you here, damn it. We don't want you here. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. I saw on original users video of them. Okay. Danganronpa can I can't. I didn't get that first. I was like, what are you talking about? And then yeah. I've never played was it Danka Rom Danka I you know what the fuck I'm trying to say. I've never played that game, so I don't understand why people are referencing that. I know that like picture referencing, I understand that of like how they look the same, but I have no idea about the personalities because I've never played the game, so I just don't know. I should probably play it. I could, but it seems like a lot of reading. I don't know why. I get the feeling from like looking at that's a lot of reading, a lot of a lot of story, and though I am a very I had to burp. I'm a very enthusiastic person when it comes to games and stories, and I love them to death. But sometimes there's too much story, and it takes away from it being an actual game. I'm like, why am I not just playing like a dating sim, or why am I not just reading a book or something like that? So it's a whole thing. I know he made a game of his friends, and many were saying he talked like anime character from Danganronpa. 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 Yes, maybe. It's probably not how you say it. I think it is anime. Mm-hmm. Well, no, I know it's a video game, but I'm not sure if it's also an anime. It's probably also an anime. It's in the anime-esque style, but yeah. Got the source. I'm genuinely interested. Got the source. I'm genuinely interested. Yeah. Uh, I believe what she's talking about in the sense of the source of who the game that she made the friend for. I believe in Streamline's video she referenced that there was a game made and talking about them. So I think that's what they're talking about, or it might be something totally different. I'm not entirely sure. Sorry, I don't speak English good. No, it's fine. Listen, I don't talk good. I stutter. You know, it's the whole thing. I don't know how to say words. It's I don't. You know, it's fine. Yeah, they literally base their character spread off of Nagito. Nagito. I guess I'm trying to listen. I can't read right now. Okay, I blame the sickness. I blame the sickness on my reading. Hmm. Give me a second. Let me sip some drink. Hmm. Almost perfectly, in fact. Hmm. Was it tracing? Hmm. Hmm. This couple let me sip tea like that. That was a bad idea. Like I went right in my throat. Mm-mm. But yeah, it might have been tracing. I think it looked different enough to where I don't think it was tracing. I think it was just them being really accurate. I should start on this drawing I said I was gonna start on. I think I want to just make the girl and the boy. I like these two characters' designs, but that's about it. Uh, do give me a moment and I'll find the user of the original video. It's Streamline Workshop. Oh, it was Streamline. I knew it. Yeah, she talked about it in her video. That was Streamline Workshop is the I'll put her straight on the description, hopefully. But her video was the one like she's the girl that she groomed. That's the person that she groomed or he groomed. I'm struggling. That is the person that they groomed, and that's the person who made the original video that, well, not the original video, but the video that like got this a lot of attention, and the person who like, because you know they're the victim, like you know they're the victim. So, uh, it's okay. I know nothing about either. Yeah. It has 4 games and an anime tie-in. Oh, that's cool. Heavy referencing. It might be heavy referencing. I think I did see it on screen at one point, so I'm like, oh okay. It looked like heavy referencing. I don't think it was traced. I think like the what came to the face and the hands was more in a different style. So I think there were enough differences to where it's not like blatant tracing. I think from yeah, I think from the video it was just heavy referencing. Uh, yeah, I think it looked like that. I think it looked like heavy referencing, but that's just me. But anyways, this person is a gross, and I wouldn't even go to their channel personally. Just hate on everything that they do because let me not say hate on them. Just don't talk to them. Don't interact with them. Don't do nothing because they're trash. I love my niece. I love my niece. Just too much screaming. Mm. Sorry, I keep having to take sips of it so my throat doesn't hurt. God, I'm dying. I can't. Anyways, let's also talk about something different so we get out of the pedo information. I know I made her like the thumbnail, but I wasn't gonna talk about her that much because I don't care. She's trash. She doesn't deserve to be talked about that much. All you need to know is that she's trash, and that she's trash. And you can watch the videos if you want. I'm gonna link them. Maybe not right now, but I'm gonna definitely remind me to link them. I'm gonna definitely link them and Streamline's channel so you can go support her because she needs it. Because you know you got this gaslighting trick piece of shit that's trying to get all been. Let me not say that. That's rude. It's country what I'm not saying rude. Let's just say she's not being the nicest of people. Okay, kind of a dick, piece of shit, trash, uh, degenerate. I don't know what else. I don't know other words to describe them. They're doing some pedo-esque shit. Again, I don't like necessarily calling people like straight up pedophiles, but like there's overwhelming amount of evidence that makes it like, okay, I don't know how else to describe you sometimes. Like, it's predator. Okay. Let's see. Let's see if I can make the face club. Let's talk about what's it called? What's that show called? I just have my title. I should know this. The Winx Club thing. Since we're on the topic of something really gross, let's talk about something less gross. Have you guys seen the trailer for the Winx Club? You know, live action? Have you? Just say yes or no, because we can watch it right now. That's not a problem. I just want to know if you guys have seen it yet. I think there's a trailer for it. I might be making that up, but yeah, I just want to see if you guys have watched it or if you've heard of it. Like, do I have to explain it or what that is? Do you know what Winx Club is? If you don't, I feel sad for you. Give me a second. I need to go do something really quickly because there's a child screeching. Alright, I'm back. I don't know what's happening just now. Having a whole these kids, bro. These kids. Getting on my nerves. I'm sorry, I'm having a whole thing. I'm out of breath. Just doing anything. Jesus. Oh, I hate being sick. I hate it. I'm sorry. What were you guys talking about? I'm sorry. What were you guys talking about? I wasn't listening. Or I wasn't here, rather. Winx Club was my childhood, though. No, listen. Same. That's what I just... Bruh. That's... I remember the theme song. Mean Girls was like my favorite. You can't tell me nothing. On 4th Kids TV, there's a lot of shows that I like. There was Winx Club, there was One Piece, there was Magical Do Re Mi's, there was, I think Dinosaur King was on there. I might be wrong, I might be on something else, but there were hella shows that were really good. Winx Club was one of them, and that was the ones I fucking could not live without. And to see what they did, the trash that what they did to my show, he's so upset. Cause like, why would you do that? How do you have a setup so great where you have the diversity, you have the childhood show, you have the reboot potential, you have everything that you need to make this show great, you have the CGI to make it awesome, and you're just like, we're gonna ruin something about it. Something has to be like trash. Like, it can't be just this great setup. We need to change something, obviously. And it's like, no, if you had changed nothing and just made it, even if you made it more realistic, like they didn't have the whole fantasy part of it, that would have, I know I would be talking about this. Because you guys are just like, you know what? Everybody's white except for a black girl. We don't have, what, like, diversity who? And by the way, we're getting rid of, what's her name? I always forget her name. But I love that character. We're getting rid of Tekna. They were like, we're yeeting Tekna out of here. She doesn't exist. It's like, you could have literally yeeted the I forget her. I don't like her at all, but the sun looking one. That one, you could have yeeted the yellow one out of here. I would have not even cared. I don't think anyone would have cared if they yeeted that one out. But because they just left that one in, and it just, the whitewashing is so extreme. I just don't understand why. Like, I just don't get what else they wanted. Like, why they gotta ruin our childhood, okay? Like, just, all I wanted was, like, a little taste of my childhood. Like, 2020 was already doing shitty as it was, and now it's just like, haha, you thought it was gonna get better with this reboot of your favorite show from a young wee lad. That's funny. We're gonna fuck it up. Like, we just have to, actually. 2020 can't go good for anybody. But I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just gonna blame about nothing. Maybe it's just my childhood that was ruined and taken, and dumped on fucking severely. Mm. We got nope, no excuse, no what, no my childhood. Winx Club was my childhood though. Uh, laughing my ass off. Shaking my head. She is making her entire personality. Nagito. I think that's how you say it. Nagito. Like, heck, leave him alone. Yeah, apparently it's a he now. I don't know if that's confirmed or not. I would just go with they when talking about hopeless like that. I would just go with they. I don't know which one it is. I will sob if they mess it up. They already have. They already whitewashed it to hell. Hopeless wants to be so bad. It's annoying at this point. Like she's giving it a horrible representation for Nag- Nagitokins and Danganronpa fans. Cheese, like is cheese is Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. I want to say Cheez Its really bad. And I'm trying not to just say Cheez Its. Not like it. Well, how can I explain this? Well, I say it's hard for me to explain how my mouth works. Cheez Its is a hard word for me to say. So I try not to directly try to say it. I try to say, I'm not going to explain how my tongue works. Okay? I just have problems saying words. You can hear it. It's not hard for me. Like, I'm not telling you something you don't know or you can't hear. But, what was I saying? Jesus Christ, dude, stop role playing. It did feel like she was role playing, didn't it? It really felt like she was talking about a whole different thing. It was plenty. She just wants to be an anime character, period. On period. To be an anime character, I can't. Uh, as a Danganronpa fan, and Nagito can, we do not, and will never claim them. I'm gonna go with them. I'll never understand kinning. I don't understand kinning entirely, period. Like, actually, I don't understand it. But as long as it's not anything predatory, you can do whatever you want. Like, I don't even care. Let me get this down on my fucking chin. It's just feeling as if you related to a character. Here is a different breed. Relating to a character is normal. Yeah, kinning is a normal, honestly. And honestly cool. But did Trace's sprite copy his speech patterns while talking about grooming? Yeah, it's a big yikes for me. It's a fucking yikes for me. Plus, Nagito is a high school student. Lucia is a is a groomer, and they're basing their persona to Nagito is gross, and then basing their persona on Nagito is gross. It is. Don't even know this character, but shame on them. Exactly. He's not a high schooler, but he is not a groomer like they are. He'd yell in the background. He agrees. It's gross. Everything's gross about this. Nagito is a cartoon character. He isn't real. That's reading too much into it. I don't. Well, I get what they're saying. So if you're a fan, it's like if, well, let me not go down the Naruto rabbit hole. I usually do. Naruto's just like, old show. I love it so much. But it's like with any show, when it's your favorite character, you know, you get protective. I.e., what we're talking about right now. Where was I at? Because the comments went weird for a second. She's just trying so hard, like they are just trying so hard. Like they even said motive, bruh, stop being serious, do not roleplay. Winx Club out here with good diversity, the whole woke Winx Club was a godsend. It really was. It was the shit. Like, it was a great show. It had great character development. Again, it had diversity like no one's business. Even the black character didn't feel like it was just put in there. The black character actually had a personality to them. They weren't just like a slacker or a lackey. They got the Asian character. They got this Hispanic character that was just the nicest, sweetest girl alive. How you gonna mess up Flora? Flora is just a fucking a dream. Like, how you gonna mess her up? Like trash. Like, they're trash. Like, they really are. They're trash. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I read that. Sorry, wait. I already read these things. I'm having a stroke. I promise. Excuse me. Winx Club reboot was something. Why they gotta make everything a Riverdale esque live action show? Well, people keep saying that. I've again never watched Riverdale, so I don't know. But people keep saying that it's like it's giving them Riverdale vibe. You know, it's giving them real that show vibes, and I mean, I can see it by just looking at the show. Period. But excuse me, I'm sorry. I keep like almost. It sounds like I'm throwing up. I don't know if you can hear that or not. They got rid of Techna. Yeah, they really got rid of Technoic with their whole chest. The whitewash, the whitewash two of the characters, and the fashion is whack. All it looks like they wanted to. It feels like they wanted to have Bland incarnate, pretty much. They were like, how can we make Bland the movie? How can we make White Bland the movie with whitewash on top of it? Like, we need to make that. That's what we need this movie to be. Like, the whole series looks so, from the look of the actual show to make it as depressing is so weird. I guess they're probably, because they're dumb, they're probably trying to be like, we're trying to make it like a contrast from the actual show to be like super different about it and whatnot, and that's what we're trying to do. And it's like, but why? Usually you do that to tell some story that makes it better. Unless you're telling something different from the actual show, which doesn't look like you're doing, it's not that different. It seems like they want to go down the Harry Potter route, you know? But that's just me. Cheese is. Ooh. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry if you hear that. That's a child in the bathroom hitting the wall, and I just wanted to die. You don't understand. They trying to make the new Riverdale. They tried to make the new Riverdale. They thought adding one black and brown person among the hundreds of white is diversity. They made Muse look like a white in the reboot. They really did. They're like, oh, we could have an Asian girl, but let's not. Let's destroy the diversity of the race. Everything gotta be Riverdale. Exactly. Why can't these just make their own original show instead of ruining it perfectly good? Really, actually. Oh, or make a spin-off, not a reboot. Yeah, I feel like they should have made a spin-off instead of a reboot or something like that. It's cheese. I type cheese. Cheese. It's alright. Isn't Nagito a war criminal? Is he? I don't know. I don't know anything. Like, I know he tried to blow up the school, but I think he is. I don't know, but I think everyone in uh I don't know what that stands for was I know we kind of moved on from the hopeless Lucy. But to clarify, Lucy is a current name they use and go by. She, her pronouns. She's no longer used the name Sam or Max. Oh, I thought she had changed it recently. That's what I thought. Oh, okay. Well, if she didn't change it recently, then okay. I thought like that's what you guys meant. I know she used to go by Max or Sam, but I didn't know if like she changed it again. I didn't know what it was. I was hearing rumors. I didn't know. I hate it when they put a single POC character in a show and call it a day. Yeah, they're like, we got the blacks. We're done. Like, why though? Oh, right. They add the one black. Bam! Suddenly rep. Winx already had rep. Yeah, they had so much of it. They did. It was so nice. Ooh, I love the one. Ooh, the guys. I wonder how they're gonna do the guys, cause like again. Oh, the short one guy. He looked good. We'll talk about it though. That was my childhood, so me now it's gross. But as a child, I was just like, he was everything. My man, all the guys in there, they had their own unique personalities, but still complemented the main characters nicely. Mm. A few of them didn't. I'm lying to my teeth. A few of them didn't. Like Techna's was just Techna, but you know, it's still. Mm, it's like galaxy brain moment. Yeet. Imagine getting rid of Techna. Yeah. Why do media outlets shit on Asians? I don't know. I don't understand why they do that. Flora, poor Flora, rip Flora. What did we ever do to deserve Netflix live actions ruin everything? Oh, The Witch. Well, I haven't seen The Witcher, but I did hear The Witcher's one was pretty good actually. So maybe not ruin everything, but they ruin a lot. They ruin a significant bit. Hell, I remember. I'm not sure that was directly because of Netflix, but the one I immediately started thinking of is the Death Note one, and I laughed so hard during that one, and God, it was just, oh, like it was bad. You have a point there, but the Witcher is a good example, though. I got nothing else, sadly. Then again, Henry Calvin carried that show on his back. Did he? Man, could have. The man is a god. 2020 wasn't. It hope next year doesn't become 2020. 20. It might. It really might. It might just be like 2020 is like a now standard. Like, God, this year sucks. It's 2020 all over again. It's 2020. It's 2044. It's like I'd love if that was a thing. I need to find a different fucking what's the word I'm looking for? A different pose for her. I've been looking and I haven't really found the one that like when a pose just really screams out to you. That's kind of what I'm looking for. Also, if I get louder, I'm like closer to the mic. So sorry. Um. Hmm. Close your eyes and open your heart. I love that song. It's now in my head. Like it's goodness. You can't. Oh. Whoop. Dreams will come true. Just wait and see. And the magic. Are the weeks. We are the weeks. Jump to come. We are the weeks. Sorry. Magical power. Digital powers. Yeah. Okay, we're reading I'm just reading you guys' stuff at this point, but like yeah, I get live action Death Note made everyone for no reason. I really that remove yeah. Yeah. Okay, I'm not gonna read all of these, but like pretty much they're just shitting on Netflix at this point. They're like they're all their live actions were kind of doo doo. Like let's be honest with you. Like or let me be honest with you, they're all just kind of doo doo. Most of them are whitewashed. The other half are just not even they're not even on par with the actual show they're trying to remake. It's ridiculous. Do I want I could make it like that. This pose is pretty good. I could just make a headshot. I think making a headshot would actually be the best. Uh, would be the best thing I can do. So I'm gonna make a cute little headshot for these characters. I guess this one for this one. Okay. Sorry, give me a second. I'm going to be reading you guys stuff in a second. I'm going to just draw this like head for this one, and then I'll just look at the thing. Just make sure that it's. This may not be exactly how it looks, but just make the neck look weird. Yeah, I'm gonna have to resize. I always resize all of my heads because they always look either too big or too small. Let's see. Yeah, see, like the head's really too big in my personal opinion. I have to make it a little bit more, first of all, more rounder, and then a bit more wide. But just I'll work with what I have right now. Does she have boobs? Kinda. It's kind of flat chested. So sorry if it looks bad. It's kind of how this is kind of always how all of my art starts out. It kind of always starts out in a sketch in my sketchbook, and it looks horrid, and then I revise it. Well, yeah. So it's just like a general outline. I feel like I think it's just me that has like everything starts out terrible and then ends up being like really great. Do. Don't know how this hand's gonna look. Can't think of the hand position I want for it. It's not a long enough arm, but it's whatever. Let's see what the fuck is gonna happen here. Down here. Have her back. Get that back. Get that back out. Yeah, I think I'm not gonna do the entire thing here. I'm just gonna draw up to here. There we go. It's probably gonna be like not that much. And now we start resizing everything because I'm bad at drawing the initial thing. Let's make the head smaller. Let's make it a bit wider. Yep. And then at that, well, neck can be shorter. Well, no, neck's pretty long on these characters. Yeah, so yeah, better. See, better. Sometimes it just takes a resize. That's why I like digital art. Sometimes it just takes like a resizing, and you can see why it looks so wonky, and you can make it immediately better. See, now it looks a lot better than the train wreck it was 2 seconds ago. Now the arm, I'm gonna have to like actually like remake this entire arm, but give it more like a flow to it. But that's good enough. See, looks immediately better. Okay, it's not great, but that's at least a pose. That's all I can hope for right now. All right, let me go back to reading the comments. I should probably name this, by the way. Go to my. I need to get rid of the Toby folder and the Pyro folder. I don't want to make a video on them anymore, so like there's really no point for me to have it. Let's see, what is this called? I'll go with that. I don't even know I spelled it right, but I don't even care anymore. There we go. Let's see, what was I reading, to be honest? Like the Black L. Oh no, in the remake I love the Black L. He's my favorite, but like the rest of them sucked. But like the characters, I feel like they didn't really change at all. They were great. The girl sucked. The guys, Light sucked. L, great. His little bodyguard guy, great. The dad, stupid. Like, everybody, like every part of it that they didn't change was great. Like, what's his name? I always forget the guy's name, but the big black guy, not the big black guy. The guy that's always around L, the demon, great. Loved his character. Loved the guy who played him. Amazing. L, trash. Like the actual definition of trash. Let's see. Is there anything else? I'm sorry about what they did to Musa. Musa was they're trash. Nicholas has no issue casting diversity. They don't have any issues casting like diverse cast, but for some reason sometimes they just like fuck it up, and I don't know why. It's like it's just like a weird phenomenon. Every once in a while they're just like diversity. Paying people right, anything like that. Never heard of her. It's just like, no. Why? I don't understand. It's weird. Ooh, is this character who's not white? Should I keep them as this or whitewash? Whitewash. Yeah. Uh, let's see. Like Hades? Yeah. I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Yeah, I might be skipping over some people talking, but like I'm trying to like low key uh the game does excellent diversity representation. But second to the story, it's like the ketchup to your fries. Oh, okay. I wouldn't know, but I can see that. Your torso's too small. Is it? Is my torso too small? No. Is it? Yeah. Yeah. I can see that. It's kind of small. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll change it later. At least I got. At least I got the post though. I always at least get that right, or not get that right, but Plus, I'm using a reference picture with a girl with a pretty tiny torso, so that might actually be also a contributing factor. But she has bigger boobs, so I think it makes sense that her torso may appear a bit smaller. But I'm also doing outlines, so it's like, eh. I'm making up excuses at this point. Let me get that off my phone. Now, I was gonna read something else. Where is the character from? Oh, better, much, much better. Yeah. I was like, what are you talking about? I'm like, oh no, you're talking about my art. Oh, yeah. It's trash. You gotta understand it's trash. All of it's trash. But these characters are from Onyx Equinox. I believe that's what it's called. I feel like I'm about to die. I'm trying to sip this Theraflu and pretend like I'm not dying. But I feel like my head's gonna explode. That's how I make my money though. I'm doing a lot more commissions. Been trying to get like some change going on, so like I can support myself because the money's starting to dry up and I'm starting to get like uncomfortable. But it's called but the show is called Onyx Equinox is where these characters, like this character is from. And I'm doing a review on it tomorrow. And that's what I need. That's why I'm making this, so I can have something for the thumbnail, like I have something for my speed arts to go over the review for the show. Spoilers, it's not good. But well, I wouldn't say it's not good. It's not it's not great. If you want like I could watch this show and turn off my brain and enjoy it like a RWBY show, I would say this is it. But the problems I already have with the first 3 episodes, and there's only 4 episodes in the whole series, make me scared and make me uncomfortable to be able to like recommend this, to be like, oh yeah, you should totally watch it. It seems like it's gonna be great. To me, it's like, okay, it seems like it's going downhill with every episode, you know. And trust me, I was being nitpicky in my review of it, my first impressions, but also like low key, from the amount of time I would think they spent on it, it seems like this show would be a bit better than what it is, you know? Okay. Being able to edit on the fly is the only reason I don't do traditional anymore. I always find anatomy mistakes when I'm 4 hours into the piece. Literally, me. Me. Like, that's all I do is like, I'll try to be drawing something and I'll be like, this is me, my eyes, and I'll only notice it until like I'm basically about to be done. I'm like, that eye doesn't look good. Let me reshape it. And I can't do that. I mean, you could, but like, I'm not the type of person that like gets weirdly antsy when it comes to like the marks on my paper. So it comes to like erasing shit and stuff. I hate doing it. I really do. I try not to make that mistake. Me trying to find a pose for the main character. Let me look up a sad pose because honestly, a pose of them crying would basically be the best one I can find, honestly. Oh, I could make a cute little thing. Oh, he is kind of a cutie. I hate his voice actress because um her voice is annoying for him personally. It's not her fault, obviously. They obviously told her like, I like this voice, I want it for the character. But like the voice for him is like fucking annoying. And so all he does is whine, and when he whines, it makes you want to like jump off a cliff. You know what I mean? I didn't even really like Ruby's voice at the beginning of the show, But as soon as I heard this one, I was just like, I'm going off a cliff because I don't want to hear wah all day long. I already watch kids. I don't want to watch anymore for fun. I don't want to do that. It's just me though. Your art is beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you. Light in the original was a Giga Chat. A Giga Chat. What is that? Is that like Giga Bowser? What is that? That was the smartest ever. But his flaws. But his flaw was that his god complex. I'm trying. I'm sorry. Light in the live action was a beta male sim. Why? The perfect description of him. He was a beta. He was a beta male simp. He really was. He really simped after this girl, and I'm like, why? Like they wanted to make him so smart, but he was so dumb. No, I wouldn't even say they wanted to make him smart. It seemed like they wanted to make him stupid. But maybe that's just me. Oh, I can make chibi characters of them too. I kind of want to make chibi characters of them too. I might. I shouldn't have hit my thing like that. Ooh, that wasn't good. That was not good at all. I just had like, I don't know how to explain it. Maybe it's just anybody. I mean, hopefully it's nobody else that has gone through this. But like, have you ever gotten like how to explain it? Like a chill down your spine when you're sick? And like I know when I get that chill, that means like I'm going through like a cold flash, which means I'm just gonna be cold for no reason. And I've already been like really hot all day, so now I'm just gonna be really cold, and I'm gonna hate that, and I hate my life, and I want to die right now. Mm. Honestly, honestly, uh, okay, I don't know what you're trying to say there. I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure it out. I want to say honestly. I think you're trying to say that they could have done a similar cast like the people from Euphoria, and it would make sense. I think that's what you're trying to say. I think. Am I reading that weird? Oh, no, that's what I'm missing. It's a they. That's what it is. Honestly, they could have just cast the people from Euphoria, and it would have made sense. I have not watched Euphoria, but I do know that Zendaya is in there, so I kind of understand what you're saying. I've kind of seen the general like look of Euphoria, so I think I know what you're talking about. But yeah, they could have. They really could have. They could have tried. I feel like they didn't really try. I envy you that you can turn off your brain when watching a movie. Oh no, I can't. But other people can. So I can be like, if you turn off your brain while watching this, it will be entertaining for you. And I know that my boyfriend sometimes does it. And a lot of people try to do it because I criticize it all day and night. And like people be like, no, it's fine, or just accept it because it's what it is. You can't change it. The writers are stupid, and so they can accept it. They can turn off their brains and accept it. And I'm like, that's cool. But you know me, I can't do that. I try hard, but I can't. That show has so many issues that this point I can't. Yeah, I'm gonna do a review for like the mid-season break they're doing for like 2 months. I'm like, I'm gonna do a review for that. And Cinder's backstory. That's all I'm gonna say. And it's just like her backstory alone has most of the problems I have with the show. Like it's just what it is. Also, I saw that we got up to 14. It was for a second, but I saw we got up to 14 viewers, and I very much appreciate it. I enjoy talking about nothing, but I do also enjoy it when you guys actively like watching me talk about nothing. So thank you so much. It went down to 8 that quickly. It went down to 8 that quickly. I'm trash. No, I care about me here. That show has. By the way, I'm kidding, but that show has. I read that. Just read that. Also, hello, hello, hello. I see you. I see your duck face. I see you. Yes, I can't spell. No, again, if I ever have a trouble with something, I'm never gonna judge people on their spelling, their grammars, and shit like that unless I'm like genuinely angry at them. Who can spell? Because it's not me. It's not this person. It's not me right here. I can't spell worth a shit. I don't know what y'all thought this was. Like I could spell. Like I can read. Like I can talk. Have you been hearing you this entire time? Talk about what? Who? I can't say words. Make that abundantly clear. That's why you hear me lisp, and I'm just like, I don't know what to tell you. It's what it is. I think I'm going to do this one for him because he's whiny, and I was gonna make him like crying like a baby, but that's too much. That's being rude and unnecessarily. So I'm just gonna have a cute little like anime thing. Let's see. Let's try to. I'm fucking sweat. I smell disgusting. I hate taking a shower when I hate taking a shower when I'm sick because it's just like, bruh, you don't want to like live, like stand or anything when you're sick. So when I take a shower when I'm sick, oh my god, it's the worst. It feels like I'm being held hostage, almost low key. Why is my pen acting up? That's weird. It looks like my pen takes batteries. I don't know why it's acting up then. I think I'll just draw the hands first, well, actually, let me just fix the body while I'm right here. Excuse me, did not mean to do that. Yeah, the head. Yeah, kind of flatten it and open it up. It's a little bit better. I'm gonna have to reshape the head. I reshape all of it all together, but it's decent enough. It makes me feel a bit better about it. Hello Vince. I saw your hello. Uh, it only took it. I'm having a stroke. It took us 8 seasons to get Cinder's backstory, and it's like she was one of the more central villains for 99% of the show. Oh yeah, and her backstory is basically like she had a hard life, guys. Adam sounded like he had a harder life. From what we can just assume from his backstory, because we never get it, which we should have definitely got it. He was branded as a child. He had no one. He probably was abandoned and abused by everyone around him. And he wasn't even necessarily. He was very much hurt, and like he had so much more of like so not dynamic, but a rich character. And with Cinder, it's like, boo, I want, like that's how it felt. Because yes, they tried to give her like a really sad backstory, but the huntsman that was with her acted like he had no sense. He didn't save her, which he totally should have done. I'm going into a whole RWBY rant, but let me just say this: he should have saved her. That's common sense. You're gonna train her, but you're not gonna save her. How are you a huntsman? How is that okay? That's not okay with any huntsman. What the fuck? At least if they're gonna do that, they could just made the huntsman a bad guy, and made him the one who snitched on her because she fucked up this one time. That would have made more sense of okay, he's not a good guy after all. He just wanted to use her for whatever it is. But no, he was like, oh yeah, he's a good guy, but he just didn't save her for whatever reason. Because reasons. Stupidest shit of life, I swear. They had the whole thing of like, she was a slave, but there was like a no fondness. Everybody's pointing this out, but there's like a no fondness allowed sign, but she was a slave. And I'm like, why wasn't the fondness child a slave? Why would you make a human child a slave? Okay, let's go. Let's let go of that. Let's act like that didn't happen. That's not the biggest problem here. Even though you made a human child a slave, how is she a slave? How are you going to try to, like, it'd be different if she. The whole thing was that she couldn't escape because there was a necklace on her neck that couldn't be taken off. You know what I mean? So, she had to be there. But in the end of the volume, she just snatched it off. So could you take it off the entire time? And at that point, where was your next meal going to be? What happened after that? Honestly, if you were an orphan, how did your parents go? It would have been better if they'd shown, hey, her parents died in a really tragic way, and so she doesn't trust people because of that. And the way, maybe like a huntsman killed them because they weren't giving him the money or something like that, and then showed that she went to an orphanage and then got treated like shit. And instead of being the slavery thing, it could have literally just been her family was treating her like shit, and she felt she couldn't go anywhere else or that she deserved that. And it was a whole dynamic. And a huntsman came around and tried to help her out of that. She started training to be a huntsman at a very young age, and the huntsman then maybe tried to take her. Yeah, I could work for the guy to try to take her away from that situation, but he got arrested and then killed. Listen, why am I making a better backstory for her? There could have been several different options they had for her that made her character more dynamic than just when I didn't get what I wanted and yeah, and so I'm gonna go with the bad guy and kill everybody. And I'm sure they're gonna make more of her backstory. And I feel in my heart of hearts that's still gonna be shit either way. But there could have been so many different levels they could have gone with this to make her more of a what is the word I'm thinking of? I keep wanting to say dynamic, but that's not the word I'm wanting to say. It could have made her character much more than what it is. Because right now, as it stands, Cinder's character went from I'm a sneaky, conniving, smart person because she was really smart in Volume 3 and whatnot, and she had an actual plan going. Even though it was Salem's plan, she still followed the plan and it went smoothly. Now it's going to, I'm not going to follow what anybody says and I'm going to fuck up constantly. And there's actually really no consequence to my actions because we saw at the last second when Salem confronted her about leaving. Didn't really confront her, but she knew that we all knew that she had left. Instead of confronting her, instead of her being beat up and tattered, and that's how she found out, and her still being tortured for that, no, she got her hands zapped a bit and then was like, I've been holding you back. Go ahead. It's like, what's even the point anymore? What's even the point? Now I think about it, why doesn't Salem get the maiden powers? I didn't even think about that. Why doesn't Salem get the maiden powers? Is it because she's too old? Is that what the stipulation they're trying to do now? I think wasn't it like a thing of like if the person is like too old, they can't inherit it. So maybe that's why. But if she's not, she literally could give that chance to anybody else, like literally anybody else. If Cinder is fucking up so bad to where she's directly defying your orders blatantly and really not hiding it that well, that's probably not the person you should be trusting. Even if you know that you got some weird evil scheme that we don't know about that plans out of how she gets fucked over, still, it seems like it'd just be a lot easier for you to simply, like maybe I'm just overreacting. I don't know. Maybe I'm just the one that's crazy. Also, Nyan Cat, hi. You are not late. Technically, we've just been talking. There's not really a time limit for these things. I'm gonna try to not go over 2 hours because I'm not trying to be gross and have you guys watching 2-hour ask videos or live streams if you want to watch this back. So yeah. I already said hello to Vince. I forgot. We got Salem's backstory before Cinder. We did, and Salem's backstory was better, but it also low-key wasn't terrible. It just, I don't know. Salem has all the good reasoning, but her plan is just, it seems like it'll fall apart, frankly, quite easily, and I feel like Ozpin, they just made Ozpin way more stupid because the more the backstory came in and the more the reasoning behind all this came out, the the then reasoning Ozpin had for doing what he did just became stupider and stupider and stupider and stupider. And it just became like a thing of, why did he try this years ago? He's been living for, like, when you set up a character, I'm having a whole rant, I hate this. But when you have a character who's been living for literal centuries, has been living longer than most of the places that are built, you know, like they built the places and then watch the, like, I can't. They're living for more than 100 years, right? Or more for at least 100 or so years, right? And it seems like they're like, Ozpin, there's no way Ozpin could just like try out all this stuff throughout the hundreds of years he's been living. No, he's deciding to do all this stuff right specifically now. Why? Well, you see, we're not good at writing. And we could write that he tried these things and make a more not complicated, but a more well thought out plan for him to, you know, get what he needs, keep the relics safe, find out what Salem is up to, all that type of stuff. There could be a plan there, but like that's work, and you're asking us to do work, and we're not doing this. We don't even really like this show, obviously. We keep changing everything every season, expecting you to accept it. We keep retconning things. We had a whole thing where we tried to explain RWBY semblance, which doesn't even really, it's not even that RWBY semblance doesn't make sense. It makes no sense that Penny would know that. Because even though Penny did the thing with, you know, Blake being a faunus, that's kind of a thing that it made more sense that she understood that, or that she just maybe happened to understand that she was a faunus and that her ears obviously were there. That makes more sense. Why she would understand that, that doesn't even make sense. It really doesn't. And it's not that it doesn't make sense because, you know, she obviously she's a robot, so I'm sure that she could calculate that, but they turn it off and on because apparently she couldn't. She can the things Penny can and can't do change with the situation, which is basically just a, well, she can do this here, or it's convenient for us here, but it's not convenient here. It's convenient for us here, it's not convenient for us here. Ah, like Penny's swords can move individually on their own in most other situations, but when she was fighting the apes, Aesops, no, it couldn't move independently. She, you know, she understands RWBY semblance and how that works, even though she was barely around RWBY and from what we can see, barely understood her, or barely saw her semblance. But she can understand her semblance. But for some reason, her understanding the maiden power that she has inside of her flowing, that she can literally analyze because inside of her flowing, that she can't understand, that she doesn't want to practice that, she doesn't want to do anything with that. It's just not a thing. Even the fact that she really, like, I feel like the maiden powers would have helped her in getting Atlas off the ground and keeping it off the ground. I feel like she could have made a tower of ice that piled up and pushed Atlas up, but that makes too much sense, and I'm asking them to do more work than none at all. Yeah, I'm realizing that as I'm talking. I need to stop ranting about this. I need to let this shit go. That hot shower will actually help you. Sometimes you just gotta power through the pain. I know, I really do. Just don't get your hair wet. Please drink water. I'm drinking tea. Tea is cool. I have a water bottle next to me. Hello, weebism. Hello. I'm dying, but I am decent. I'm living. Hello, Lily. I've never seen you before. Welcome. I'm sorry if you already left. I did myself. But hi, hello. Again, you're not late, my cat friend. You are fine. Uh, it's this girl attracted to you. To you is 22 years old. Is the oh no, yeah, I read that right. Yeah, I think she's 22. I was asked this question earlier. I think that this girl is 22. I thought it was 23. I think it was 23 or 24. I thought, but maybe it might be 22. Either way, it's. But it probably is 22. What's up, Sleepy? Welcome. I'm just using the last names, the names that are easiest to read. You can tell. You can tell by how I'm talking. But what's up? Uh, yeah, she's a criminal. Lucia is very much of a criminal. She's she's doing crimes, like doing crimes and admitting to them, and showing proof that But whatever. Uh oh, that's a lot to say. A lot. Lucia needs therapy. It's okay. I saw a video about her. It's Lucia is the new Onicia. I mean, kinda low key, but I feel like you could actually like you could actually do something about her. Well, eh, depending on the depending on the police you're talking about, you could actually do something about her. But she's big trash. Hi, it just got kicked off. What did I miss? And it said she was 22. Yeah, okay. I just wanted to make sure because I was like I thought she was 23, but I'm dumb. I have the memory of a pea, so like don't listen to me. I'm trash. Don't listen to me. We talked about this. I should make a disclaimer on every one of my live streams. Don't listen to shit I say. Turn off of this now. Don't listen to shit I say. Don't listen to my words. I can't be trusted. Don't trust anybody. And, and just turn it off after that. Honestly, there are probably plenty of Onisions on this. Oh no, there's red kiwis. I wouldn't say Pyro is. Pyro's creepy though. Pyro's creepy. You got her. You have what's his name? Cosmodor. You have I always say Onision as either a creepy or pedophile-ish person. Not mean that they're all pedophiles or they're all this. It's just that's the situations around them. Who else? Oh, I have them on the tip of my tongue. There's somebody else that I think I just looked up. They're all weird. Everybody's weird, and it's just there's that one girl, that Zoe Laverne, I think her name is. I don't know if her name, but that one girl from TikTok. There's that one dude from TikTok. There's a lot. There's a lot of creeps. It makes me uncomfortable, Also, we were talking about RWBY. I went on a whole rant. I'm not sure if you left for the Winx Club thing. I don't know. I don't think you did. But, like, I've been talking about Honestly, there's probably plenty of Onisions. I already read that. I'm reading stuff again. I can't do this in my life. Hello, Mushroom Senpai. Hello. What we were talking about Lucia at first, and then we went to talk about Winx Club and the disaster that was a live action movie, and then we went to talking about RWBY because I hate it with the burning passion, and I think we talked about the show Onyx Equinox a little bit. I'm drawing the characters from there, so we talked about it a little bit, and I think that was about it. So that's kind of what's right now. We're kind of I'm kind of figuring out what else to say because I forget the last thing I want to talk about is something I was like really I remembered actually, but it's just like a rant that's continuing from yesterday and the day before, pretty much of how much I hate the community I'm a part of, or I'm not really a part of it, but technically, if you want to put me in a genre, it's this one. But that's what I'm going to be talking about, and it's just a little tiny reminder to don't listen to anybody, don't listen to any of these people out here. I miss Harvest Moon. I loved Harvest Moon Animal Parade. My favorite game. I want it back. Like genuinely, I've been like forgetting to rebuy it, but I love that game. It's so great. I love getting the husbandos, and it's just it. I just adore it. I just adore the game. I don't know what happened to that game. Harvest Moon. I feel like Harvest Moon was like, what's it called? There's a game just like it that kind of took it over. No, it's low key. Animal Crossing blew it out of the water. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like it has a solid fan base still, you know, Harvest Moon, but Animal Crossing kind of just like took all of their like wishy washy fans, low key. So I kind of left. Lucia loves children. We better keep her away from the school zones. Yeah. Urgh, she is so weirdo, and she's just not normal, you know. No, no, that's the wrong thing. I'm just taking a reference picture and drawing this. So if you're wondering like, that's really pretty thing, I can show you the reference picture. I have to download it, it's a whole thing. But if you look up no, it's in Japanese. Damn. I'll show you it in a second. I kinda need it for what I'm doing. Let me send it to myself. Let me send my reference picture. Also, she's trying to be a YouTuber. I remember that, what's her name? We just talked about Lucia, Hopeless Lucia. She's trying to be a YouTuber, so that's another thing that's like, girl, stop. Girl, stop. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you guys my thing. I remember I made a little YouTuber avatar. I was gonna show you guys, but I wanted to get a better camera and shit because I didn't want to half-ass it. I hate that when like people, even when I make fun of something or I'm like not trying to be serious about something, I don't like half-assing it. It just feels, I don't know, bad. I don't know. I feel like I'm not doing it justice, you know. Even though I'm not like trying to do that, I still want to not bullshit it. But yeah, it's just me. And the arms are kind of wonky, but let's see. Sorry, give me a second. I just got to. Okay. I don't know what's happening with that arm. I'm going to make this arm not look like it's crappy. So here's the hand for this one. And I guess the hand is widened because there's a palm showing. And so it would be like this. Yeah, well, no, it kind of be curved because it's going inward, kind of. Let's see. Sorry, give me a second. Just gotta, when you draw, you gotta like low-key focus low-key. That's why when you guys see me live stream, you see me not drawing because I have to actually focus on like what I'm doing. And it's not fun. Yeah, I'll widen that a bit, and then yeah, I'll just erase this. Oh, not that much. Okay, well, I'm gonna redraw the arm, but it's fine. Yeah, better. Not great, but yeah, not great. Yeah, it's kind of like, yeah, yeah. No, I don't really like this. I actually don't like this pose anymore. I think that's what it is. Actually, I'll keep the arms just in case I want to use them. Yes. Nope, didn't want to do that. I'll keep the arm just in case I want to use them, but I think I want to do like a more different pose for this one. Sorry, didn't mean to do that. Didn't mean to like go off track there. I have to agree. The new Winx Club. Hmm? What? What? What happened? What happened? Oh, my internet dropped for a second. Oh, I got so scared. My bad. My internet dropped for a second. My music's still going? You kind of can't hear it, can you? I'm sorry. Yeah. I don't think you guys could hear my music. I'm sorry if you guys couldn't hear it at all. And I was just talking. I'm sorry. But yeah, it does kind of look like witch. I think that's a sign I should get off soon. This is my fucking internet dropping. I can't. I remember when the victim was defending her a while back, and it really showed how manipulative Lucia is. Yeah, I don't remember that because I wasn't there, but I did see her talk about that, and I could totally understand. Like, you don't think it's that big of a deal when it's happening because you're like, well, tell you a little story. It's like something I've told before, but I think I don't have the live stream up anymore. Of like, I wouldn't say it was grooming. No, it wasn't grooming. It was like straight up I was having sex with a grown man. But it when I was younger, I used to be a very promiscuous, and so I would just have sex with anybody that filled the hole. I'm an adult, so it's inappropriate talk here, but uh you just think it's so. I was just like, I don't see a problem with it, or I don't see why it's not okay. I didn't think anything of it at the time because I'm like, I'm a kid and this feels good, and I just you want to feel good, pretty much. You know what I mean? Whether it's somebody who you think cares about you, whether it's somebody who's making you physically feel good, you don't really think about it in the sense of, oh well, this is a pedo situation, I should leave. You're thinking it's not a big deal. There's no problem with this. I don't understand what the situation, why people would blow up on the situation, but you also know that you still have to keep a secret and not tell people and not necessarily blast the full extent of what's happening. And it's just like it's weird. It's just a weird thing. So I get what she was saying and how she felt. And I'm like, I've been through that more times than I would like to admit, or I would like that happen. But this kid crying in the background, poor baby. I think she was going to sleep and she snuck out. It's a whole thing. They just sneak out sometimes. They'll just be out in the hallway when it will be asleep because one of them could open the door. So it's what it is. Uh, we can we talk about Hopeless Peaches though? No, we can, but I'm behind honest. I'm be 100% honest with you. At this point, I'm not really following that drama. The whole drama is messy. Again, I keep telling y'all, I don't. When someone tells me I have to believe you. Oop, ooh, she fell. Let me go see if she's okay. Wait. Okay. Okay. I think we're fine. Okay, what was I saying? Right, the whole speech situation. That whole situation, I'm not even following it anymore. Once I heard somebody tell me basically, I don't have the screenshots to prove this, but you're gonna have to take my word for it. I was like, okay, this isn't a serious situation. You're just mad because this girl was mean to you. It's not that serious. I do not care that she was mean to you. I do not care that. I don't care at this point. I don't care. Even with the Carmela thing and what have, I don't care. I don't care. Y'all can have beef with someone if you want to, but you're also adults. So I'm gonna hold you accountable for being an adult and having the whole right to actually talk to someone, have a conversation, and confront someone, which you did not do. You did it like once, and it was about something that, again, it's not that serious. If you didn't like her, if she's being that terrible, This wasn't the way to do it. It genuinely wasn't. And I'm not going to shit on them for making the videos in general. Make your video, do you, but I don't care. Like, I don't care that boohoo she's mean to me. I just don't. I just don't care. Like, I don't care. You know what I mean? Because realistically, you knew the amount of damage that was going to do. So even if you wanted to put it under some bullshit, totally bullshit, some bullshit guys of, I just want her to be better. I don't want anybody to attack her. I hate this bullshit thing she said. I didn't want this to get out, but this is getting too. No, yes you did. You told your friend. Your friend made a video about it. You let your friend make the video about it. You wanted this to happen the way it happened. And if you're gonna go under the guise of I want her to be better, I want people to be held accountable, you fucking knew what you were doing. You knew that people weren't even gonna let her change. They were gonna shit on her for the entire time. Before she even got the chance to speak of what happened and what you might have fucked up or you might have made a mistake on or anything like that, or even had a chance to apologize even if she was going to. You knew what the fuck this was. I doubt anybody even watched any of the video that Peaches made. I didn't watch it because I didn't care. But I doubt anybody watched that video. They just assumed that because she didn't basically grovel to the bitch. She didn't grovel to the bitch, you know what I mean, that made the initial claims, that it's like, well, you're just not holding yourself accountable. And it's like, literally, I love that when people do that, but don't do the same for the same party. You know what I mean? Because even if you want to hold the same standard, like, okay, you care that Peaches was an asshole. You care, right? Or allegedly an asshole at this point, because I don't trust anything this bitch says. Because even the screenshots she showed were so like, can you show me more context than this? You're making a bunch of assumptions. Like, I assume because you tweeted on this date and we have this conversation that's not. It's not proof. Like, oh my god, I'm gonna have an aneurysm of that whole situation. Even if you want to assume everybody is right on what they said about Peaches, and you're just assuming that everything that people were saying was right, point blank, period. You're assuming everything, right? Please let me not say that. I'm trying to be a better person. I'm not a good person. I'm not a good person when I'm angry. And I'm angry because I'm sick. I'm trying to be a better person. Let's just say those same people talking their shit had to make apology videos in the past and are still doing the shit they were supposed to apologize for. But no one's going to point that out. And if I point that out, then I'm just taking away from the situation that's not that serious, because it's literally a fight between friends or ex-friends at this point. Certain people in the community said that they weren't going to bring up the Toei drama anymore, and then immediately have made a video already bringing that shit back up. But if I say something about it, I'm bringing it up and I'm bringing shit towards them, and if I talk about it, then but we're not going to say nothing because this community is toxic. Low key, like it's high key toxic, because nobody can bring that shit up, because then a whole mob of people will come after them. But people said that people are scared of Hopeless Peaches. This whole community is scary. It's so, like, they're awful people. Everybody's awful. And I try to give awful people the benefit of the doubt, because we're all kind of awful in our own ways, and we all fuck up, and we all shit on each other. That's why I don't care about the Hopeless Peaches situation, period. That's why I don't care. Because we're all terrible. Because those same people have done things that are similar, if not worse. And they quote-unquote apologize for it, but then do it 5 seconds later, and as long as they keep apologizing, it's fine, right? And it's like, no, you're not learning. At one point, the apology becomes you just apologizing because you got caught. You know what I mean? When you make 4 apology videos about things that you've done wrong, or ways that you haven't handled something, or something like that, at one point, that's not an apology, that's a pattern. Well, I can't say that. I can't say that. We can't talk about that. It's just too much. I hate that situation. I hate when people bring it up, because then I just go on a whole, like, shaky rant about it, because it's just fucking stupid. It's just fucking stupid. Even if I were to assume everything they said was right, which we know for a fact it's not, but whatever, because you would bring up context and you would show context and screenshots if it was. But let's just assume everything's right. I still don't care. I still to this day don't care. She does need to apologize for some of the stuff that she did, but if she didn't, I honestly wouldn't think that she was a devil of a person. I wouldn't even think that she was a bad person. I would think that she just fucked up and she doesn't want to apologize because of her ego. Which several to the same people who shit on her for that and tell her to take responsibility have done the exact same shit. Literally have done the exact same shit, waited years or months before apologizing, and now they're looking at her like, you should have apologized in a day or two. It's like when your ego gets in the way, again, like with the same people accusing her of shit, when your ego gets in the way, sometimes you can't see clearly, and it's very obvious. You know what I mean? Sometimes you're just apologizing because you got caught. Sometimes you're apologizing because you're not fully sorry. Sometimes you're apologizing because people are after you, and everybody's literally shitting on you every day of your life at this point. And when it gets to those types of apologies, don't apologize at all. I wish Hopeless Features just didn't apologize at all and would ignore this and act like it never happened. Like, and I genuinely mean that. I wish that she would do that if she's not planning to do that already, because the only way I'm gonna personally see her grow, or anybody's gonna actually see her grow, is if she just does it. Talking about it, taking the apology, sucking these people's ass, just so you don't get all the hate and mobbed and all that shit, which is not okay. But everybody swears, I don't want this, but then won't call out the people who are actively making it happen, knowing the fact that it was going to happen in the first place. It just would be safer for her mental health and her well-being, because I'm still a fucking, I don't know, I still care, I guess. It would be best for her in general to just say nothing and to just be done. The apology won't even help, because they're not going to accept it and they won't care unless she continuously after that sucks her ass. So it won't bring back anything. It won't do anything. It will just make it worse. I would just say fucking change over time. Because Creepshow Art's the best example of showing, even when you don't change over time, they still accept it. So the best thing she can do is follow after the bitch's lead and change, quote unquote, change over time. So that's all that's all I can say. It's trash. I like exactly this is what I'm talking about. This whole thing of people trying to be the moral high ground when it comes, or be on the moral high ground when it comes to this stuff, is getting annoying. It's different when you say that because it's the video. It's different when you then use that and weaponize that moral high ground against anyone that you don't like. That's when it's like, okay, that's a problem. Because it was different before, when it was just straight up, this person did something that we all can agree that was very morally wrong. But now people are taking situations where people used to understand, hey, people are human, people fuck up. Sometimes people don't apologize for those fuck ups because they're embarrassed, they're actually sorry, but there could be 100 reasons of why this person didn't do what they did, because we understand that, because we're all human. But now it's become a thing of, no, I'm the best person in the world. That's why my fans not even support me, worship me, and they should, because we're all never morally gray. We're now all never morally wrong. We're all morally the best people in the fucking world. And if you're not on our moral standard and you question something, or you say this, or you don't do this, like, you're trash. And we're gonna make sure that even if you make the tiniest mistake, or you're just a shitty human being, we will make sure you don't have an entire life and career, and we're just gonna run you out of here. And we're not gonna say we're gonna do that, because then we're not on our moral high ground, but we're just gonna watch it happen. We know what's happening. We know how it feels, but we won't care, because that'll make you look more human. We're not gonna do anything. Again, it's gross and it's disgusting. I just hate it here. I hate it here. That's why I tell you guys, I'm telling people here right now, don't trust shit people say. Don't even trust what I'm saying right now. Because it's your opinion. If you feel a certain way, that's fine, do you. However, don't believe people out there. Don't believe people that say this is the. If you feel in your hearts that's not that serious, or if that situation was just your friend on the street, if this situation was taken off the internet and taken off of the subscriber count and all, take that shit off. This is some random person on the street, and you would have just, which most people would have done, which would have been like, oh, that's a shitty thing. You shouldn't have done, like, you would have talked to that person like a human being and been like, you shouldn't have done that. That's really shitty. You know, if you're gonna be better, you need to do better, but like, you can't be doing shit like that. It's a shitty thing to do. And then would have either given that person a chance or just walked away from that situation. You get what I'm saying? Like, if you take that out and you're doing those things, if you're making those adult rational steps in life towards that human being, then that makes sense. Again, it's not like she killed someone. She didn't murder someone. She's not a predator. She's not a monster. But she's being run out more than the actual predator we've been talking about. Lucille hasn't been run out as much as this girl. You know what I mean? There's not people constantly shitting on her. There's not people constantly tweeting at her, subtweeting at her. Her tweets are private, but you know what I'm saying? The best people who do will make a video and move on. The actual predator on the site get more grace than the people who just make tiny or just dumb mistakes, which they can be held accountable for. Let me not confuse that. They can be held accountable for their actions. That's fine. But when it gets to a point of like where I'm seeing people make her seem like she killed someone, which they very much are, like, it's just disgusting. This person was kind of rude to me. Like, you know, I heard this thing, or I saw this. Like, a minute that I saw Creepshow made a thing on her community tab being like, this, okay, my memory of this might have been a little bit skewed here. I was like, okay, so basically everything that you said that I should take your word for it, I can't. And then the screenshots I can't see all the context to, that's even worse. But again, I'm not gonna point that out. It's just, bruh, you know? Like, I don't get it. I don't understand it. And maybe it's because this is just the sensitivity that people have. Sensitivity. It's just the sensitivity people have these days, and that's why this is all happening. But, like, I don't like that. And you know, I'll shit on people still, and I'll make jokes, and even when I shit on, like, animes and shit like that, you ever I guess that's my problem, is that it's not real. That's me shitting on something, or me not liking something and moving on. Or me not liking something but, you know what I mean? It's not like I tweet at fucking Rooster Teeth and just like, hey, RWBY's fucking shitty. I think I've even just quote tweeted like once. Like, I don't care that much to do that. But people be really having the time and patience to try to ruin someone's life like that. And it's just like, I can't. Again, if you believe all that shit and you truly believe that what she did was disgusting and shitty, okay. But like, all the rest of this shit, I'm like, you're literally having your 12-year-olds be 12-year-olds while you're acting like 12-year-olds. Like, if that makes sense. It's like, you guys all are over 20, most of you, or at least 18. You're adults. Talk with that person. Talk out with them. You know what I mean? Just because they don't agree with you doesn't mean that you have to shit on them. It's not that serious situation. If you feel some type of way towards someone, that's fine. And you can make a video about that. Don't get me wrong. You can make a video about that. That's fine. But the rest of this shit, the added shit, the extra shit, telling your one friend to do something, showing him screenshots, knowing damn well he's not going to look into the situation, showing us bullshit ass screenshots that barely show any context of the situation, making assumptions off of what tweet she might have made towards you. How old are you? Like, I just have to question that. Like, how old are you? Like, is the situation between 12-year-olds or grown adults? I forget. It's a pet peeve. That whole situation is a pet peeve. This community sucks. It's not, by the way, let me not say this. It's not just this community, by the way. It's a lot of them. A lot of them suck. this community is just the prime example for me right now because I'm subscribed to so many people from this community. So it's hard for me to blatantly ignore this shit. And maybe it's because I'm sick, maybe because I'm not feeling well, maybe because I'm more agitated, maybe because I have my job. I say quote unquote job. I have a quote unquote job. Maybe it's just because I'm just over it. But it just, the melodramaticness of it all, all of it, it's just toxic. That's why I didn't even really want to talk about the Lucia thing. I just felt like I should probably talk about it. And Cosmodor is another person that you should not trash. But I just felt like I should talk about it, but I don't even want to talk about that because I genuinely can't do anything about that. And though I, put that on my Discord and whatnot and put it to, and I'm making this live stream and everything, it's still like, that shit genuinely stresses me out. It reminds me of shit I don't want to be reminded of. It makes me irritated, and it's like, so when I see that and I'm being already irritable about other shit, and then I on top of that have this bullshit that's happening for every commentator or every person that I like in this community. It's just like, I'm glad I'm subscribed to other people in the art community other than this, but it just makes my head hurt so bad, It's just trash. Bruh, it's like, it's like everybody's a shitty person, pretty much. And so when it comes to, I guess, this, it's just shitty people being shitty to other shitty people. And it's like, why should I even care? And the way I guess it feels like they're weaponizing their dumb child fan base to think that if you're a shitty person even once in your life that you deserve any of this. It's insane. And it's insane. And I don't even care if you're that more than once or if it's a pattern still. It seems like people don't know how to handle it. It's not an Akumos type situation where it's being like people are being genuinely harassed for no apparent reason. It's like this was your friend, right? Huh. Let me not say that because that's a little bit too real. That's a whole. Nah, because I'll get into something else that I don't want to talk about. It's not pertaining to me, but like it's bad. I just been thinking about this all for a while now. That's I'm sorry if I'm doing too much or I'm rambling or whatnot. I keep seeing it every day. It said my recommendeds. You know what I mean? It's just bothering me because I'm like, I don't want to unfollow all these people, but like that's low key that's the solution to my problem. But I'm like, I don't want to do it. I'm also like, I probably should do it. And at that point, like I'm low key like just slowly doing it. Like I'm starting to go more on my main channel's YouTube page, and I'm watching all my videos there. I'm subscribed to all the people I want to be there. I don't even look at the other one I have unless it's for music because it's just like this shit stretches me out that much because I don't care. And it's just like, so it's like, again, like I don't care. And so I just go to the other one. It's whatever. It's what it is. That's why I'm glad I have two separate YouTube accounts for this type of shit. It's just it's easier and it makes this a lot easier as well. But enough about that. I think I'm gonna not talk about this anymore. Update your payment information for yeah. Look how anime based this is. Like that's the thing I can look up for Pinterest, and it's like a when if you're on your phone, there's like a little list of preloaded things that you could put into the search like might be you maybe you're looking up like anime poses, right? And so you go on anime poses and you have anime bases, you have art, you have chibi art, you have like a bunch of things next to or like in a list of things you can search. I hate how anime bases is one of them for me personally. Anyways, yeah, I can see. And again, if you're disappointing in her and you don't like her, that's fine. If you're genuinely like a fan that's not here for any of her foolishness, that's fine. It's whatever. I mean, you still be a fan of her. You just have to see if she grows or not. You know what I mean? Because even if when someone makes a mistake, and obviously the communication on both people's parts was not good. But if someone makes a mistake or someone is an asshole or someone's a bad person, they can't change from that. And whether you want to stay with them, it's not support them. That's well, I would say yeah, stay with them and support them, or at least stay with them and be subscribe to their channel or whatever. You can still do that. Like I'm still subbed and still follow people that I do not like. Again, unless they're predators, I'm not gonna be following them. But if they're just people that are shitty or that fuck up or anything like that, then I still follow them. I don't necessarily support them, but I'll still follow them just in case they change as people, or I look at their content and it's much different, or even if I see that they apologize or own up to their actions finally, whatever it is, I'll still follow them. It just won't be as a supporter. It'll be more as someone who's hoping that they'll change. But even then, changing, again, morals are difficult, especially on the internet. Because you want to change the moral compass in their favor at all times. So I always try to stick with my own moral compass and go by that. And in my personal opinion, I didn't watch Hopeless Peaches like that. I just watched her for certain videos. Like I watch Creeps of Art for certain videos. I don't watch her all the time. Period. I'm not even subscribed to her. I just don't care. She just sometimes pops in my recommendeds. Uh, but if I was following her, which I don't think I am, I might be wrong about that, but I don't think I am, I'd still probably be following her after this. I would not change my mind. I wouldn't be supporting her and be a super fan, but I'd just be I I don't see a problem with her actual content. I don't see a problem with anything she says. She may not do the same, and she might be a hypocrite about that. But other than that, she can change, she can grow, she can be a different person. A lot of this was from a long time ago, by the way. I don't even want to talk about how people weren't even talking about uh, the age of some of this shit. When I mean age, I mean like how long ago it was, how far back it was, if that person's changed from there. And that's why you have to talk to people and confront them, because if you just look at what hurt you and not how long ago it hurt you, you don't look at the person's growth over the time, and it's like a whole thing. My point is that uh, I'd still watch her because I feel like she probably would change from this. And even if she didn't acknowledge the growth or acknowledge it and apologize, she could still grow from this. It's not that serious of a situation. It's literally just you kind of are a shitty person in this sense. And if one day she comes to the realization, oh, maybe I was a shitty person or she didn't, it doesn't really matter. If she really does it again, then I'm like, well, I probably won't follow her after that. But I doubt she will because she hasn't seemed like she hasn't done it in a while. Oh, it's what it is. Hmm. 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 Uh, Averon at Averona. I don't know how to say that. Eh, I wouldn't even. I wouldn't even say that because it seemed like, yeah, it seemed more of Hopeless Peaches didn't like them. Whether it was reasonable or not is still yet to be seen, in my personal opinion. Because again, these people don't show proof that's good enough for me. That's good enough, period, in my opinion. But it's what it is. That situation is, it could literally just be like, I don't like, example, I don't like Cream Show, and I talk about her and not liking her a lot. It's, you know what I mean. Well, even if I was friends with somebody, I it's still like if I don't like you or I don't like something that you're doing because you're fucking irritating. It's not that again is not. It's not like that's something that nobody ever does. Somebody does it, but we're not gonna talk about her because we're not gonna talk about that situation because again, it won't matter. It's literally me talking about something that is similar to this, but or similar to that rather, but you know, people brush it off like, well, that was a long time ago, and whatever. Yeah, whatever. It's what it is. Again, that situation seemed iffy at best. The cam, Carmela, camera, Camilla, I can't talk, but her situation, I can kind of understand where she has a ground to stand on, but even then, I don't quite totally understand her situation, so I can't even really say that because again, I haven't been following this. Because I once I saw the take my word for it, I was like, I'm out. I'm out about it. I'm out. But even then, I have to know when this happened, how long ago it happened, what the full context of the situation was, what the DMs were, what the claim was, what all the stuff I would have to go into, and I tried to, and then I was just like, some, you know when something doesn't feel right in your soul, and I was like, I'm not gonna, because if I, at that point, I'm sorry, I'm burping. At that point, I was like, if I hear one more thing that bothers the shit out of me, I'm gonna say something about it. And I got the script on the side of me that's like ready to go, and I'm not trying to unload this shit. I'm trying to put this away and burn it and never look at it again. But they make it hard. They make me burn the script and then rewrite it again. But the Cosmo Lucia thing was not as bad, no. Lucia sounds so egotistical. Yeah. Uh, how they could have solved it privately. People again, they're not adults. They're 12-year-olds. But adults would have solved it privately because to be real with you, except for I can again, except for the common situation, which I don't entirely think they could have solved it privately at that point. But with creep shit, all of them, even Kai and Omnia try to say something. All these things could have been solved privately. Because technically, even well, the Peach was on their side at first, but it's whatever. They didn't point that out when it was convenient for them, but now all of a sudden they want to point it out as if if she betrayed them or some shit. And it's like she did a same thing with Toby and wasn't a problem. You know what? Never mind. I'm bringing stuff up and I need to stop. I need to stop. I really do. But yeah, a lot of them could have handled this in private, but they just chose not to. But somehow they're still on the moral high ground for choosing not to do something privately when they totally could have. And does that mean it would have worked out? No, but it probably would have been a thing of, okay, well, I'm sorry that you feel that way. I'm sorry that I did that to you, but still, this, that, and the third. And then if she disagreed, then you could be like, okay, blast her. But that's just how I would have solved it because I like to know the full extent of how someone feels. I don't even care if the person lies to me to their face. I would love to see the full extent of how that person feels before I say something as rash as what people have been trying to speak out of their fucking mouth holes this entire time. I like to know the facts of what I'm trying to say before I say it, and so I don't have to like say something, or I don't have to address something later, or I'm not telling people to take my word for it. I'm just addressing them as what it is. But that's just me. You know, with most situations, especially if I think the situation is serious. But you know, it's just how I feel about it. So that's how I would personally handle it, rather. I don't know. Maybe I've just been in real life too much. Uh, yeah. I just, uh, yeah. The Sonic situation, even the Sonic 93 situation, nobody wanted her to no one wanted her to end up the way she was ending up, but we all kind of went a little bit. That's the kind of situation where I was kind of like, I low key had to think about it for a second because I'm like, we kind of went a little bit too hard on her. Sure, she was kind of fucking up in the sense of we were just trying to like critique her honestly, and she just would not take the critique. She'd have to accept it, but she just would not take the critique, and that's all people were doing at one point. At one point, we were just memeing on her, but I think she took it way too seriously, and we were just trying to be like, listen, chill. You don't have to take this seriously. We're just trying to have a conversation with you. We just want to talk. And then at one point she was just like, fuck you. And that's kind of what we all went off. But I'm saying that as if I was like in it, but like we all were trying to talk to her, and Donnie tried to be nice to her, but everybody else was just like, listen, we just trying to critique you because what you said really didn't make a whole lot of sense. We did go a little bit too far with that. I feel like there were too many videos, and it was just a little bit too. And I think we all thought it was funny. We just laugh at the end, but it didn't happen that way. Maybe it was just me that I thought it was like funny because I was shitting on her like I was shitting on everybody else. But then again, I was an angry person, so there's a lot. So you know, it's just what it is. They always handle situations like this pretty bad, but it's all high. It really is all a gross side in my opinion. But I don't know. Low key, yeah. Some commentators are just low key. I started off as a drama channel, so I can't even say that I'm like I say a commentator because technically I commentate on things more than I talk about drama. And I say commentate in the sense of I do a lot of shit, but I don't really talk. I don't like talking about like mainstream drama, but low key we're a drama channel. It's just what it is. I'm technically would consider a drama channel in the sense of I talk about mainly just drama, and I would talk about regular shit, but I feel like nobody cares. This is what the live streams are for, is me talking about regular shit. So it's what it is. But even then, drama is just what fuels people. It's just what it is. She needs to leave the internet. Yeah, well, I mean, she did, low-key. If you're talking about Peaches, she technically did leave the internet. We haven't heard from her in a while. So I don't know what she left for, or if there's a reason for it, or if it was just this. But she needed to leave, and low-key, she did, which is great, because she's been going through it, low-key. And even when that's the thing, it'd be different if when she returned, it would have been like nothing happened, nobody cared. But I know for a fact when she returns, if she doesn't give them an apology or something like that, they're gonna start the shit up again, which is crazy gross. But it's fine, I guess, because it's whatever. Even if she did wasn't illegal, it still morally wrong. She needs to stop slandering Streamline. Oh, you're talking. Wait, are you? I don't know who you're talking about, man. Oh, you mean? Okay, wait. If you mean Lucia, what she did was awful. Yeah, no, hers is everything. It's legally, morally. It's just gross. She's just a gross person. I was confused for a second. I was talking about Peaches, and I was like, oh, no, I mean, no, what she did wasn't illegal. And I can see how she's morally wrong, but then you went to like a whole slandering stream. I was like, wait, what? But no, yeah, if you're talking about Lucia, I'm pretty sure what she did was illegal, but I don't think she would ever go to jail for it, to be honest with you. And not to mention, it's such a shame, not to mention, is such a shame the original Winx creator created with whitewash of floor and Musa. Yeah. Agreed with the washing and yeah. Yeah. I think they just wanted the money. Low key. Cause like I can't see why. It makes no sense. Yeah. Also, hello Twix Smile. Damn the creator. No. Anything for money. Anything for money. I am just worried about art community when it comes to artists, people who make assumptions, expose videos on art. Yeah, it's getting pretty gross. It's been getting gross for a while now, and I didn't really want to say anything before, but now I'm just like, meh. It's to the point where it's like it's kind of hard not to talk about it, you know. I don't like this pose, but I'm gonna just put this in here just right now. The arm's too long, but Let's see. I don't know how to feel about that. The racism and the pedo stuff is more serious life ruining. Yeah, by using her victim real name, by using her victim's real name and using their IRL pictures as leverage. Pictures, what the fuck, absolutely pro. Yeah, Lucia's gonna. My whole thing scrolled all the way down. That's great. I gotta find where I was now. Where was I? Damn, I didn't even see that with all the comments. I'm sorry. Where was I? I read that. Lucia's gotta go. She should have been gone, but she's not going anywhere. The pictures are of them cuddling, and one is a cheek nuzzle. Yeah, it's weird. Everything about this is weird. Not sexually, but still, she's a grown ass woman. Then she brought up her size to excuse it. Yeah, I wish I could have watched the video. Maybe we'll watch the video next. But it's wild, man. Because being smaller than a child makes dating them less wrong. Yeah, I don't get that. That just gave me the heavy, the heebie-jeebies. Yeah, seems like it seems like most people got them. Most people got them after Lucia promised not to show IRL pics of the meetup. I'm having a stroke. Did she promise that? That's shitty. Then she was gone. Then she instantly went back on her word. She also has been obsessed over Streamline via making multiple drawings and animations about her. Yeah, that seems like obsession. It really gay. Hi. Hi. I can't. I can't, but hello. I'm trying not to watch the video that stressed me out. Me too. I try really hard because I'm like, I don't need to do this. That's why I haven't been watching the Peaches video. That's why when I watched that one video that I was referencing earlier about that one girl who made the video that, you know, I'm not even gonna bring it up. But I didn't want to watch that. It was recommended to me and I accidentally clicked it and I was like, fuck. And then it was on autoplay for me then, and I was like, fuck. I didn't realize that's what was happening, but I was like, this voice sounds familiar, but I was like cooking at the time. And then I kept listening to it, and I was like, fuck, I know what this is about. And I like stopped doing what I was doing. I had like a hand sprinkled with something. I had to, like, it was a whole thing. I was like, I don't want to hear this. It's gonna stress me out. I want to hear it. Uh, it was so irritating. At one point, it's just like, I do it to myself, low key, because like at one point I had seen it on my recommended again, and I was like, "Fuck, I'll just watch it. I'm sure it's not that bad." But no, she straight up just brought up something that she swore they all agreed on they'd want to brought up again, but apparently it's okay when she does it. But it's whatever. It's a whole thing. I hate it. Uh, obsessed. 911 moment. Call the police. She even made a mini game. Yeah, it's weird. She's fucking mad weird, bro. Which tried to belittle the severity of her dating a 16-year-old. Yeah, I mean it. God. She even no, I read that. Then she mentioned grooming. What can I say except yeah, even if the grooming wasn't sexual. Grooming is grooming. Pretty much, the grooming doesn't have to be sexual. I don't think if a grown man came up to me and was just like, "You want to fuck?" Like, you're not going to respond to that. The point of grooming in general is to get the person comfortable with you, or to then, or no, yeah, get the person comfortable with you to then do things that they wouldn't normally do because now it's normalized, now it's comfortable. Even if it doesn't start out sexual, or even if it doesn't start out sexual when you're underage, it still can become sexual. It can still can become they think of, well, no, dating me as a 22-year-old girl, it's normal. This is normal. Like you don't even, I don't even have to say anything sexual to you. It's just, this is normal. This is a normal thing. People do this all the time. It's fine. You know, you want this, you're great. Like, it's creepy. It's gross. So yikes from me, hun. Like girl Lucy, uh, is the girl Lucy is a different breed. Uh, it's crazy, man. Oh, it's time for you to exit. Okay. We'll see you later. I'm sorry that I didn't get to say bye to you probably when you were here, but I will see you. If you are leaving, if you meant just it's time for you to go because it's uncomfortable, I still get it. Like, I still get it. I would have left live stream hell long ago. She needs to be in jail. Jail, prison. You're going to jail. Period. Sadly, none of what she did is illegal. Technically, it is. It's like, because something is illegal doesn't mean that you can't get out of it. Hell, we've heard several stories about people that have done something blatantly illegal and has literally have proof for it, and they be able to wiggle their way out of it. The thing is that what she did was illegal, but also what she did is it's easy for her to make a case of why it's not, right? Because what she did was bad, because she's literally admitting to what she did. But if you want to look at the evidence, it'd be a harder case because people are dumb and because, you know, the system is dumb. It would be harder to make a case that she was actually grooming the girl, or at least hard to fight back against the case that she would make for why she didn't groom the girl. You know what I mean? So it's not even a thing of she didn't do anything illegal. It's just she can make a case of why she didn't. You know. So she could go to jail for it. Let's be honest, if they have someone competent or they have people who care that this happened, but most people don't care. As long as if it's not sexual and it's not directly rape, especially if it's a woman on woman thing, most people don't care. They're not gonna give a fuck. They really don't care. It'd be different if it was a guy or something like that. They might care, but this is not a situation where they would care. Especially because there's only one victim. It's a whole thing. Like it's gross. I wonder what predator is gonna show up in January and February. Yeah, I think we're gonna get. Jesus, I'm having a stroke. I think we're just going to get a repeat of Predators. I want to clip that mush mouth shit I was just doing. It's kind of depressing knowing how many loopholes Predators can exploit. Yeah, like Onision. Pretty much. I love that line, don't send hate their way. Sarcasm. Yeah, I have reached the point where I am barely trust most content creators. You should trust none of them. I love to death Ponder Sprocket. I love everything about her. I love all of her content. I watched all of her videos, not even lying. I don't trust her as far as I can throw her. It's not because she's not trustworthy or she's betrayed me in some way, shape, or form. It's straight up because I just can't trust people. You know what I mean? People are people. They make mistakes. They're human. And for me to trust her blindly is just, I am not doing it. You know what I mean? I've made that mistake, period, in life. So I'm definitely not going to make it on the internet where people just can literally be hypocrites like that and not care. Like, and they don't, by the way. They don't give it less of a fuck. But yeah. 2020 has been a wheel. Seeing what's gonna happen next. What's next? Plague? A cancellation? Who knows? Same, is extremely unwise to trust random people near behind. Yeah, it's again, even me. Don't trust shit I say. If you don't believe in, or if you don't have the same moral compass than I do, I don't care. You know what I mean? Do what you do because that's how you feel. But don't believe everything I say. Trust me. Sometimes I'm a dumbass, and sometimes I'm not. But it's what it is. It's what it is. I can't see another drama. Seems what happened. The only drama is cause for 2 or 4 more. I don't know what creep show's content, but I know she's kind of bully. I don't know her intentions. To be fair, I was only watching her for the art. Yeah, her art was pretty good. Yeah. To be honest, only problem with her show is to quickly research her videos. Sometimes they come off half-assed. I can see that. Soft, and then a bunch of Japanese stuff. Hello, we welcome you. We welcome you to this bullshit. Not to mention the Toby drama was fucking annoying. Oh, that drama was so annoying. I hated the Toby drama so much. Sorry, I'm just like brushing through your comments really quickly. I'm low-key losing my voice. I've been drinking this tea for a while now, and it's losing its luster. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna min. Homie want. Hi, I'm back. I left level. What did I miss? We talked about a lot of stuff. Honestly, Otter, I don't think I've seen you before. Also, hello. Honestly, we've talked about a lot. And we got almost up to 20 people this stream, which is great. Thank you for watching. I enjoy your company. Thank you for hearing me ramble about nothing. Again, I say this. If you don't agree with me, that's fine. If you don't feel the exact same way, that's fine. If you think I'm trash, that's fine. I just urge you all to think for yourselves. And even though I know you get your morals and your, everything that you do from other people, and we're kind of your outside influence in some cases, especially now that we can't go outside, where your outside influences, I just would urge you to think for yourself for a minute. Or if something doesn't feel right, I don't care if someone's telling you that's right. If something doesn't feel right, maybe look into why it doesn't feel right. Even if you're just biased and you have to realize that you're biased against this thing. Self-reflection is a great thing that I learned, not even in therapy. I learned that just because I'm an anxious person. I need to self-reflect on myself all the time. It's just good to just have a conversation with yourself sometimes. I would go into my childhood, but it's too much. I'm not gonna do that. But it's been 2 hours, and I said specifically I'm not gonna go past 2 hours. The 2 hours and 30 minutes. I'm going to end it here. I need to go to bed. I need to finish this so I can be sick and die, and you guys have a video out for tomorrow. Hopefully you guys like the new style of thumbnail I do. And it's like, how can I explain it? I don't know who I took it from. I forgot. If I find it, I guess I'll tell you. I took it from some girl. Because I've been watching some actual art tutorials, and I saw this one girl's thumbnail, and I'm like, I like that thumbnail. It kind of was like my old one, but it was kind of the way I wanted to do it, and I was like, oh, that's really cool. I'm gonna do it just like that, because I wanted to do it like that in the first place. But then I started like realizing that I'm shit and I can't do that. Anyways, hopefully you guys like the video for tomorrow. If you don't like it, I get it. It's not really anything interesting. It's just me shitting on something. Anyways, I'll see you guys, I guess. Oof. It's my ear. I'll see you guys. I love you all platonically. Goodbye. All of that.